What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to give some key moments from the testimony today, day 12 of the Diddy trial, from a witness that we are all calling Mia. That is a pseudonym. The judge warned everybody in the courtroom today to not give any description of this witness that could possibly lead to her or support somebody identifying her. So everybody was warned. So there were a few key moments that came out of Mia's testimony. So I just want to highlight some of those. One, she corroborated the testimony from Deontay Nash, who was on the stand prior to her, of the incident when they were packing, getting ready for OVO Fest in Canada. Diddy came into the room in a rage, pulled Cassie by her hair off of the couch, said, "Be what I told you about not answering your phone." Proceeded to start punching and kicking her. Deontay Nash, the stylist, he said he jumped on Diddy's back. Diddy, boom, slammed him down to the ground. Then Mia says she jumped on his back, said Diddy got her off of him and threw her into the wall, went back to just pounding on Cassie. She said at one point Diddy took Cassie's head and smashed it into the wooden frame on the bed, and blood went everywhere. So, first thing, or one of the key moments of the day, is that Mia corroborated that testimony that was also given by the other assistant, Deontay Nash. Another key moment today was that Mia also shared additional incidents of domestic violence against Cassie, testifying about bruises, black eyes, and other injuries. Another key moment is that Mia said she and Cassie were like sisters and best friends. So it's a bit confusing that she was the one who told Diddy about Cassie seeing Kid Cudi. That was just interesting to me. It's going to be interesting to see if the defense has any questions about that on cross. But that was just interesting to me that you're saying that Cassie was a friend, dear friend, best friend, and like a sister. You had seen all of this violence from this man, and you told him that she was seeing Kid Cudi? Okay, don't understand that. Mia also testified that she was essayed numerous times by Diddy. She gave locations, the hotels, if it was his home. She said when she stayed in his home, she was not allowed to lock her door. And Diddy was saying, "This is my house and don't nobody lock no doors in here." She was asked if she ever, in any of those sexual encounters, did she ever tell Diddy no? And she said no. She never told him no. She said, "I couldn't tell him no to making a sandwich." I guess to suggest, well, if I can't tell him no about that, how in the world would I be able to tell him no to his sexual advances? I think the defense is going to try to do something with that on cross. Another key moment Prince had this party at his house. Now, that night, according to Mia, Mia and Cassie were to stay in per Diddy's instructions. Diddy wasn't hanging out with them at all because he was spending time with his family. I guess the children, he definitely said the children, and I'm assuming maybe Kim. So they were to stay in. Well, Mia said she and Cassie got an invite to Prince's party. They debated amongst themselves for a while about should we go to this party or not. So they decided to go to the party. So they're at Prince's party. And then Diddy walks in. And Mia said she locked eyes with Diddy. Cassie also saw that he was there. And they both took off and ran out, ran outside. She said Diddy caught up with Cassie and proceeded to start beating on her. But in this case, she said Prince's security intervened quickly and broke that up. A couple of incidents that she told us that was also work related on her behalf, kind of sort of. She was at work. She said that she needed to go to the restroom because she needed to change her tampon. And Diddy was like, "No, I will need you to do this." He was wanting her to do something, and he said, "You're going to do it now." It got to the point where she testified in court that literally there was period, because I don't want to say the word in case YouTube doesn't want me to say the word, trickling down her leg, trickling down her leg. And she had to go. She had to go because she needed to make a change. And she said he threw a bowl of spaghetti on her in that moment. What meeting do you have with your boss that you even got to tell him, I need to change my tampon? Another incident at work. I think they were on a movie set or a TV set or some kind of set for a show. Diddy was having issues with his Wi Fi. She went out to try to find somebody to help with the Wi Fi. She came back and told him, hey, somebody on the production crew is looking into it. That made him furious, according to Mia. He told her, that's not an acceptable answer. I don't care if you have to call Bill Gates. And she said he threw his computer at her head and just barely missed her head. So, kind of connecting to more HR type issues, she said today that there was another assistant who went to the chief of staff to complain about a Cassie beating that she saw. She said that assistant was fired, and she was told, Mia said that she was told, if that assistant should decide to sue, that she would be expected to get on the stand. And she said she was told this by Diddy. She would be expected to get on the stand and tell and defend Diddy and say whatever it is that he wanted her to say. Still within this HR area, she talked about the hours that she worked around the clock, the days she went without sleep, how she was expected to work all of this time and all of these days, and she could not go home, she said, unless she had permission from Diddy. She talked about one situation where she had worked all of these hours and Diddy had finally went to sleep, and so she thought, okay, I can go home. She went home. Security called her looking for her because Diddy wanted to know where she was. So these were some of the key moments, some of her testimony today. She will be back on the stand tomorrow. And I'm anticipating that the defense is going to laser focus in on you never told Diddy no as it relates to the sexual interactions, because that's what she said on the stand. Regardless of the reason she gave as to why she didn't say no, she said she didn't say no. They might even ask some questions around how is it if you and Cassie were best friends? You even said you all were sisters. Why would you tell Diddy that Cassie was seeing Kid Cudi? And one other thing that was interesting in this testimony from Mia today, she said that when she told Diddy about Cassie seeing Kid Cudi, she said he wasn't his normal, he didn't react in his normal way as far as being angry or raging. She said he was he was hurt. She said basically what she described was a wounded animal. At least that was his initial reaction. Because after he got through processing whatever that was she saw that made her feel like he looked like a wounded animal, he then went into doing all the things that Kid Cudi and others have testified about. And she also said that she called different people, including people on the security staff, because she literally thought that Diddy was going to go and kill Kid Cudi and maybe even Cassie. So, those are some of the key moments from day 12, Mia's testimony. And we will be on this channel live tomorrow during the trial and catch you all up on key moments from tomorrow's testimony from Mia as well. As always, thank you all so much for stopping by. Thank you all so much for giving me your support. Please like the video. Please leave a comment. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate the support. And until the next time, bye.